Warning. The following audio is solely our opinions. Please don't sue us, bro. Brought to you by Life, Tech, and Sundry. Life is better with Life, Tech, and Sundry.
Hi there. Sorry for butting into the podcast. So this podcast is brought to you by Anchor. And I just want to promote Anchor for all the listeners out there. What is Anchor, you say? Anchor is free. Okay? Totally free. So don't need to worry about that. What else? Anchor has basically all the creation tools that you'll need and you want to kickstart that podcast that you've been dreaming all this time. It helps it get it on the road. Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Google Podcasts. Anchor takes care of that too. So you just have to create an account, start recording, and edit everything within the Anchor ecosystem. That makes things a lot more easy. Start creating. You can download the app too. May that be on Apple or Android. There's no bias there. If you want to get working on your computer, you can always go to anchor.fm. Again, the website is anchor.fm. Creating your podcast has never been easier. Thanks. Back to the show. Nowadays, life is intertwined with technology. Let's figure it out. Welcome to Life, Tech, and Sundry. Previously on Life, Tech, and Sundry.
So I think that's it's very crazy to see that in the majority or the bigger scheme or the larger picture, not everybody is an Elon Musk or a person of that caliber. And
how about this one? If everyone was an Elon Musk, no one would be Elon Musk.
Right, no, to your point. It's a breath of fresh air.
Yes, there you go. Yes.
Because in a world of naive, or you can't.
What about, let's say, who in the world could have been a Nobunaga or Oda Nobunaga or the Mongolian one? What's his Genghis Khan?
Oh, yeah.
Or
true.
Or Napoleon.
Yes.
Or
Alexander the Great.
Or
Caesar.
George Washington.
Or George W. Bush.
But yeah, those are our thoughts.
Right. I mean, again, not my expertise, but I like to share with you guys at least what it's worth, my train of thought. And I could be totally wrong.
And that's okay. We're not wanting you to be wrong.
Right.
Not in this case. This is we just talk.
Yeah.
We just talk. We're not here to be, I'm right, you're right, he's right, you're wrong.
This is just my point of view. This is the way I think, like it or hate it, and I respect everybody else's opinion, way of thinking. Don't get me wrong.
And now, back to the show.
Dictionary in my smartphone. So even that memory is outside of brain. Still I can.
It's like your external
brain. Yes.
Right. It's like how can you explain it? Like
our stored.
No, I think what Nietzsche is trying to convey is more like
our consciousness.
Like an extra
an appendage, a finger, like a finger.
Not so much.
Just extra memory.
Right. Like a
unlimited,
like
memory.
A part of
memory,
like an external part of you.
Yes.
Not your soul.
It's like this.
No.
I talked about some person who has
like a robotic
arm.
Yeah.
That robotic arm is not him, but already that is part of him.
It becomes part of.
Become part of.
He wasn't born with it.
Yeah. So smartphone is same. That is not my brain, but it has many memories.
My pictures.
Picture.
Right.
So it's
my Dojin.
Like.
Oh no.
Nothing?
Oh no.
Nothing?
Oh no.
What did you say?
Nothing. I said nothing.
He said his Dojin.
I said nothing.
Yeah, it becomes your external part of you. Like
Mm.
it's a part of you externally speaking. And I think Kenichi has a great point, because I don't know if you've ever been in that situation where, say you go to, like, you're gonna go somewhere. Say you go to work, as an example.
I started recording in the middle of Kenichi's conversation. It was awesome. That's why I started recording.
So just imagine if you go to work, as an example, and you forget your cell phone at home.
I'm naked. I'm done.
There you go. That's exactly what
Yeah.
Kenichi's explaining.
I don't have a watch. I don't know what time it is. I don't know.
Forget that's one, just a layer of what you're missing. You're missing your context, because you forgot to, like, you don't remember or memorize your phone.
I know my phone.
Yeah,
Yeah.
barely. And I'm speaking about myself. I barely know my phone numbers. If you have notes in your phone, pictures in your phone,
Thoughts.
videos on your phone, if you have if you're not very good at getting from point A to point B, you might need a GPS.
There you go.
That's integrated into your phone. Apps that you use, maybe for your financials, maybe for
News.
reading newspapers or something like that, or entertainments or information, now that you're getting it so quickly through your phone. When you leave your phone at home and you go to work, you go to the gym, you go to eat, you feel like there's something missing. Maybe not your arm or your leg, but it almost feels
Yes.
like that.
Mm.
And you're like,
Yeah, that's point which I want to say.
yeah. And you feel, and to your point, Marcos, you feel naked. You feel like
Mhm.
I went out without my shoes, or I went without my, whatever, my shirt, my pants. Like, it's something, you feel naked. You feel like there's something missing. There's something that should be with you. It's very important because you made it to that level of importance. Where there's people that don't do it.
Yes.
And I've noticed
or
that.
lose their phone. I just don't care.
Well, people are very forgetful.
Yeah.
That doesn't mean that they're or clumsy, but that doesn't mean they don't care. But I think the older generation, maybe I want to say, maybe in their 60s, 70s, they get to the point, or they're in their situation where not having a phone doesn't really bother them, because they lived for so many years without having that.
Yes.
So it doesn't feel like a necessity. Where a little kid that grew up and having a cell phone, a tablet,
my little brother.
good example. If they literally are born, and a lot of parents, not every parent, but a lot of parents, their quick solution is hand them a tablet or hand them a smartphone, and they grow up with the notion of this is normal. This is
Or
how,
a TV. My age was a TV.
right? Where a lot of kids get frustrated when, say, they're very forgetful. They forget or lose or misplace the remote control, and not knowing that some TVs still, some, not all, have buttons for power on and off, or volume, or changing the channel. Again, that's probably dating me a little bit, but yeah, there used to be a time where you could actually press the button on the side, or a knob on the side of the TV or something, and it would change the channel, or turn up the volume, or turn on and off the TV. And it, like, that's something that we see very often. At least,
Actually,
yeah. Please go ahead.
Actually, if you compare maybe 1900 people with current people, I can say now we have extra brain, because I'm sure we can get answer very faster than 1900
Right,
people.
right,
So it's some kind of extra brain.
right. Yeah.
Now,
Yeah.
if that information is correct, that's a totally different story.
Right. Then you have, again, no shade. You get the people that get the information from Wikipedia, right?
But I feel like that's a bad representation of Wikipedia, because Wikipedia didn't come with the intention, I'm going to mislead you or anything like that.
No. But again, maybe we have to go on the premise that we have to make the assumption that no information was made with ill intent.
The sword.
Again,
Dang it, sword.
but again, not everybody. And remember, a human is putting that information there. So you're basically reading or absorbing the information, whether it's right or wrong. Maybe the person that uploaded the information in the whole, like, as an example, maybe in the whole paragraph, there was 2 bits of information or 2 words that aren't the correct or maybe the best words to explain. And maybe when a person reads it, they don't quite understand it.
They don't know.
Right. But there might be someone else that looks at it and says, oh, okay, I get the gist of it, or, oh, I understand. But maybe this word and this word doesn't really quite go there. Maybe a better use or better information would be this. And
it changes the whole.
right. And it changes the whole recipe and the whole flavor, the whole profile or the information that you're getting or you're able to get. So that's the neat thing about like a Wikipedia, but it can also be detrimental or very negative, because if somebody says, oh, that's the right information, but I'm going to switch it because I think it's better this way.
He thinks it or she thinks it.
Right. And then that person could be right or wrong. And that's what we're subject to. Where,
No.
Again, that's just my
Question.
Yeah.
Neat. Alan, do you guys remember a time before there was a Wikipedia?
So-
Wherever you had to look, anything was a dictionary
or encyclopedia.
a physical, like a book.
I remember
Yes, I
encyclopedia.
remember. Yes, I remember. But I can't remember what did I do if I
Oh
want
my-
to
Oh.
know some. Of course, every family has encyclopedia.
Encyclopedia.
But, for example, if I want to cook Mexican food,
Okay.
probably I couldn't do that before Wikipedia. You need some Mexican friend for making Mexican food.
Region locking.
Yeah.
Like
yeah,
region locking. How do you say that? Like
Region lock.
Yeah.
like-
So like you have a
a PS3 or a PS1. That's
Maybe-
from Japan.
maybe
Region. Oh yes, yes.
or I think another example is like you have someone that is closer to the source.
Mm.
So maybe if you have a friend that's Mexican, maybe he tastes a little bit and says that tastes similar to
Okay.
what grandma made, something like that. And then you make the food taste closer to the source or what it should or what it probably tastes
Somebody
like.
that actually been with the
Right.
source.
Right.
With grandma.
Right.
Oh,
or
okay.
in the country of origin, right? So
Or-
maybe
or-
you do like example, maybe you eat a taco, right? Maybe you go to a Taco Bell fast food
Mm.
and maybe it's like, okay, the concept is there, but not maybe the flavor
Not all
profile.
tacos are the same.
Right. But there's people that like that style.
But they haven't tried the original.
Right.
Mm.
So maybe like to Kenichi's point, maybe you go to a taqueria or a friend's house and their mom or their grandma or family members make food. You try it and you're like, wow, that's very different. I would like to make. But now you have the information, or the flavor that you remember of saying, oh, okay, I kind of remember the flavor. It was spicy. It was sweet. It was hot.
Sadistic.
Yeah. Very, very.
Blended.
So I think that's a very good point, Kenny. Maybe like you want to get a recipe book, but to get a better information, more closer or faithful to original, you might want to talk to a friend that is closer to the source. Yeah. No, I see what you're saying. That's a good point.
Thoughts, also? Also being the DJ over here.
Huh?
Yes.
Yes.
Also, you're going hard on the piano and on the
Exactly.
trumpet. How
On
are
the
you?
trumpet.
How are you playing the trumpet and talking at the same time?
That's how great I am.
That's
You
called talent.
underestimate me, man.
It's called talent, sir.
But yeah, I have no
So-
2 cents.
Now that we're how about this? Now that we're
No.
sliding into the food, may we have the food segment?
No, no.
I
Yes.
want to go back some a topic about advanced brain.
Oh yeah,
Go for it.
go for it.
Actually, I remember Ghost in the Shell,
Yes.
and that concept is if you moved I'm sorry.
How about this? There were a lot of topics
yeah,
in Ghost in the Shell.
Yeah.
You know, the villain, they had to complete objectives.
yeah. I want to talk about consciousness.
There,
I
okay.
think that they want to say if you have consciousness, it means you have some unknown thing. It's called ghost in Ghost in the Shell.
Yes, yes.
But that still we don't know there is ghost in human one. So if
some religious base themselves off that.
Yeah.
What is the ghost?
so probably if technology become better and better, probably someday we can figure out what is conscious.
How can you quantify? Or
Yeah,
What numbers?
That's
What
very
units?
difficult.
is it millivolts?
Right. Try to put a unit of measurement to try to figure it out.
But I think that is very interesting topic. Still, science cannot achieve the answer. So,
Yeah. I mean but that's the beauty of science. It's a ongoing development.
It's job security. That's for sure.
Yeah, it is.
Because the more you know about something, when you get to know about something, you want to improve it. You want to make
Yeah.
more of it. You want to learn more about it.
yeah.
Meaning it's never ending. Telescopes. Somebody made telescope. They're making better
Yeah.
and better,
Mm.
better.
Oh, just I jumped topic. I heard there's somebody want to make very interesting telescope, which called I forget what is that name, but there is probably you know about gravity lens.
Gravity lens.
Gravity lens.
Okay.
I've never heard of it.
Gravity make gravity can change right direction.
Oh,
Yes.
okay.
So if, for example, the sun has very big gravity,
Yeah.
so
Gravitational
that
pull,
can
right?
can
Concurve.
curve right.
Yes.
So there is some focus in outside of outside,
area in that
some
gravity
area.
field.
Yes, gravity field. So it make very large, like sun, star scale telescope,
A sun-sized
sun-sized
telescope.
lens. Yes,
And the sun is
Yeah.
the center of the
Yeah.
telescope,
Yeah.
the lens.
yes, and that focus is around Uranus or somewhere.
On our solar system?
Our solar system. Yes.
Around
Maybe
where?
no. Maybe I'm wrong. I have to check.
Hey, that's
But-
okay. No, but I like the idea. I
Yeah.
didn't think about it that way.
So, if you can make that gravity lens telescope, you can see. You can see car in some outside of solar system. Anyway, yeah, I forget details. Anyway, that's very interesting.
Yeah, no, that sounds
Just the ability. I don't know. Have you seen this series called Dr. Stone?
No.
Well, spoilers. There's a
Yeah.
scene where a character uses water
Water.
to focus light as a part of a lens, to focus water to focus thermal heat, right?
Yes.
He focuses the sunlight to create a fire. Like a what's the word? Like a magnifying.
Right.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
He uses the light going through the lens to to point, right? Like
Yes.
what's it called? To
focus?
focus and magnify the light and its intensity to start a fire.
Oh, yeah.
Right.
So if we're using that same theory to focus light in a specific direction, me, monkey brain, unfortunately, I'm thinking it as a weapon. The lens itself, a focusing point to shoot the laser.
Yeah.
To what? I don't know. Just to shoot, unfortunate, like Dr. Stone. But what about focusing and being able to see? Again, the less I know, the more I'm assuming. So, monkey brain, weapon, like piece of wood, stick, club. I can hit something.
Oh.
Right. I
Focusing with gravity,
Right.
creating a lens, you can probably create like a magnifying glass to
Yes.
shoot like a laser.
Yes.
guess. Oh,
That's
you have the sun in the center already. You have your light source.
Yes.
But- now that you mentioned that, I remember, I think seeing something. I don't know if it was Discovery Channel or something like that. Maybe a few years ago. I want to say maybe 7 years ago or something. Or maybe 5. I don't know. Don't remember. But where people were doing hot plasma in order for them to do some sort of like laser gun, and they were using hot plasma to actually as actual ammunition or way to actually fire it through their plasma gun. But how practical is that? I don't know.
How practical was the first microphone? I don't think the first microphone was small.
Yeah, but I guess it also comes down to usefulness. I mean, why would you need a plasma gun unless you're soldering something, maybe? Or
I mean, there are plasma
no, that exactly.
cutters.
Yeah, right. But that's because it's the actual practical use. There's actual a benefit or a use where a plasma gun, where we're looking at it thinking about we're going to go to space. Maybe we have to defeat some aliens so you can
I'm
get to
thinking
the
monkey brain.
Nekomimis, right?
Yeah, nobody gets through me and my Nekomimis.
Right. So you might want to defend them with a plasma gun, is what I'm saying.
Yes.
That's
yes.
in your mind. That's the only reason. Again,
Yes.
not the only reason.
Sign
but,
me up.
But I mean, a practical use, and then what are you actually going to use for?
To protect the Nekomimis.
Right. Right. So again, I that's as far as you get to.
Yes, I don't need to go farther.
Where, I mean, 5 to 7 years ago, you're looking at this
Wait,
technology.
is this jail time? Oh wait, no.
Like, it's expensive. Plus, who has enough resources to
Me and Elon Musk. Let's
just
do
to
this.
have a gun and put plasma bullets in it and shoot out plasma bullets of hot plasma.
Well,
And-
I'm not gonna be putting the money. I'm just gonna be pulling the trigger.
Right. Or what's it called? In science fiction, an airship has shields. Like if
plasma.
plasma
Star Wars,
shield.
like in Star Wars.
Or Star Trek or something like that, you have like a shield. What is the shield composed of? Is it nanotechnology? Is it plasma? What is it? Is it a force field made of air? Like, are you the airbender now? Like, what is it? So I mean, again, this all falls into like science fiction and stuff like that, but I think it kind of, like, to Kenichi's point of having that magnifying glass, or not the telescope,
Gravitational lens.
right, where it's like it kind of, you can see something that you weren't able to see before because of the gravitational pull of the actual sun, in this case, right, curve light in such a way that you get a image.
Yes.
So I think that's very interesting. And going to your point, Marcos, where it's like you're thinking about it in a way where you can harness that and try to make it into
To protect the neck.
to make a laser gun. Right.
I'm only hearing facts here. You're saying right thing.
Like my gums and lips are flapping.
Yes.
I'm just talking now.
You're just adding, where do I need to protect? Where do I sign up?
So I'm throwing money at the screen right now.
Take my money. As long as the Neko memes are protected.
Right. Yeah. Of course.
And the Fox girl.
Oh yes, of course. Fox girl.
Okay, cats are Nekos. What is Fox?
Oh, fox.
What's the name of Fox in Japanese?
Kitsune? Kitsune.
Kitsune Mimi, I guess?
Oh, very good, Marcos. You're learning new words.
Is cat Neko then?
Yes, cat is Neko.
There you go.
All the memes.
All the memes. Yes, Marcos wants to be showered with memes.
I have a very simple question.
Yeah.
Oh, for Marcos.
Is it
yes,
simple?
Neko about Neko Mimi. They have human ear. It's me 4. Do you think they have 4 ears?
Whichever they have it, I'm okay. As long as they don't, maybe wait. as long as they don't hurt me with their claws.
He wants the girly parts to be girly parts, and then the ears to be the kitty cat.
Cat can be whichever. It can be whichever.
And a tail. I think. I don't know.
I can neither confirm nor deny this. I plead the fifth.
Oh man, Marco.
That's the surprise of life.
That's the spice of life over here. Oh man. Speaking about spices, I think we should go on to the next segment.
There we go.
All right, so I'll try to be quick with these. So I'll do the first one from what's it called? Travel and Leisure. So I sent this to Marco so he can upload it in our show notes. So they'll be there in the show notes. The title of this one is called You Could Get Paid $3,000 to take more coffee breaks. So this is the article. It's written by Stacy Leska. And it reads, Chameleon Cold Brew is on a mission to help you take more coffee breaks. In fact, they'll even pay you to do so. In April, the coffee company announced its new Ultimate Coffee Break, that's in quotations, Ultimate Coffee Break contest, which will handsomely reward 2 caffeine lovers with $3,000 and plenty of coffee so they may take a few more little breaks throughout their work from home days. And the director of brand marketing for Chameleon Organic Coffee says this, and it's quoted, "We wanted to remind those at home to take coffee breaks the way they're meant to be taken, often." So this is Leo Azipuro, director of brand marketing for Chameleon Organic Coffee, and he basically is promoting and pushing for this coffee break. What is it? Some sort of competition or challenge or what have you, in order for people to drink their coffee. And I think that's very, very, I guess, a good idea, promotion wise, where I don't know if you guys drink coffee.
Yes.
Coffee. No, how do you say it?
Coffee.
Coffee.
So me personally, I do. I drink coffee. I drink tea. I do
I'm
enjoy.
sipping on some right now.
Right. Yeah. No, definitely. And for me, I'll drink my coffee black. So I'll have an Americano.
What?
Right? Whether it be iced or hot, no sugar. I'll drink it black. I do not mind. If I want to get something sweet, maybe I'll do like a caramel macchiato or something of that nature. But like I'll even drink I'll drink like maybe a Dunkin' Donuts, iced coffee or something. from time to time, or
Starbucks. What about Starbucks?
if I get a caramel macchiato, I'll probably just go to Starbucks and get something like that. You know, or I've been known, not often, but like maybe once in a blue, I'll get like an espresso shot or something like that. But I mean, personally, I do enjoy coffee.
Yeah.
And if there's a company that's willing to pay me $3,000 so I can, you know, drink some coffee or their brand of coffee, and I can participate in their competition or whatever, I will definitely do that.
What's the name of the website again?
Again, it's Chameleon Cold Brew. I sent the article to the show notes, and I don't want to read the whole thing so that the listeners can actually go and
you just
read
give
up.
them wetting their palate.
Yes, I definitely am. So, it's something that maybe you guys want to also look into. $3,000 doesn't sound bad for you just drinking some coffee. And this is my question to you without reading the whole article. How do you like to take your coffee? Do you even like coffee?
I'll give it first.
Okay, yes, of course.
I couldn't take your point. That article says $3,000.
Yes,
For
USD. For a competition, you will,
Competition.
if you participate,
Yes.
the grand prize, I think it's 2. They will pick 2 grand prize winners and gift them $3,000.
Yes.
And I think their brand of cold brew coffee. So
It's like iced coffee, basically, right? Or is it different?
yeah, it's like I guess their bottled version of coffee in their glass bottle or case. And I don't want to read the whole article, so that way people can actually go and read it for themselves and see how they can participate in this promotion. But me personally, because I do drink coffee, I might be enticed to actually participate, not 100%, but I already shared how I like to take my coffee or how I drink it. But I'm curious to know if you guys like coffee and how you usually drink coffee, and if you have any, recipes that you might want to share or something quick that you want to share about coffee and how you drink it or whatever the case. Kenichi.
So actually, honestly, before coming to United States, I didn't coffee at all.
Oh, really? So just
Sometimes
water,
Just
juice?
tea, green tea or black tea.
Sweet or unsweet?
Unsweet. No.
Yeah, me too. No sugar.
Actually, Japanese
Don't.
add any sugar into green tea.
Okay.
So that is also surprised when I
You got
yes.
here, and they added sugar to your drink. You're like, what is this?
You're
Why
right.
does it taste weird?
But that is interesting way. Even Japanese still we add sugar into not green tea but into some tea ice cream, green tea ice cream, or
Oh,
so. I think adding sugar makes sense. But
Yeah.
anyway, about coffee, I didn't drink so much. Maybe half year. I take one.
Oh.
So very, very little.
Very little.
Very.
So now I drink coffee every day because
Hey.
my boss also drink coffee.
Yeah.
You had to make up for it. I understand.
Yeah.
Oh.
So
It's like
now
it's become part of your day now.
yes.
it's like
Oh,
it's
yes.
like going to cram school, part of your day.
Wow. Okay.
So I just like a beginner of
Oh.
coffee now.
Okay.
So still I don't know. I don't know difference between each
Oh, the type of
coffee group.
Sounds
Right.
like a video right there, Alan.
Yeah, I mean, I could break it down a little bit, but I want to hear you guys first, your opinions of how you like to take your coffee, how many times you drink coffee a day? Do you have any quick recipes or favorite ways of drinking coffee? Ice, hot, cold?
So let me just spill a little bit of tea. I mean coffee, if you will. My little brother can attest to it. But at home, as a gift, I have a cup that just says coffee, 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 coffee. Everywhere it just says coffee.
Okay.
My little brother can attest to that.
Yes.
Why do you think that is?
Because you like coffee.
Yes, I drink a lot of coffee.
Do you?
No, not a lot. Like every day, every morning. Coffee.
Do you think you have some addiction?
Oh, that's a good question.
Not really.
Yeah.
No.
It's like a crackhead scratching yourself.
Oh. No. Do you have coffee? But I wasn't a drinker until I was 16, I guess, because allegedly over here when we were with our family, there was, I don't know where they heard it, but at a certain age is not recommended to drink coffee, juices, soda. But they would just stop us from drinking coffee because adults drink coffee.
Oh, there's like the connotation, right, of like adults or
soda, juices, sugars in general.
Right.
Some people here in the United States don't want to give that to their children.
Yeah, of course.
Or coffee.
Right.
But now, the first time I tried coffee was in Mexico. I drank instant coffee or homemade instant coffee, and also literally from the coffee fields. Just they would get it, make it coffee.
Okay.
And I would drink it black or just with milk, and that's it. And one time I went to a Starbucks in Mexico. How do you want your coffee? Black and milk. That's all I said. With black and milk, and they're like, okay, but I didn't know the different things.
The type of like recipes.
The recipes of like I just wanted black with milk.
Coffee drinks.
I went with I don't want to say a date. But it was a girl. I went with a girl.
So you went on a date?
I think I went on a date. I'm not sure. I'm not sure if I went on a date. And like, let's go drink coffee. Okay, let's go drink coffee.
Right.
And I because my family, we would work on the street market. And after we would eat 4 a.m, coffee. 7 p.m, coffee.
Oh wow.
We would bring it from home. That's why I was used to having coffee that way.
Right.
I didn't know the concept. I thought a coffee shop was where you
coffee
to the computer.
Oh, you thought it was like a cyber cafe or something.
I thought that was only it. I thought that was because that's how they call it over there. Just go to the coffee shop or the cyber cafe.
Interesting.
No coffee. I go to a coffee shop
to get coffee,
and like I go on a date, I think.
Right. There you go.
And I was like, how do you want your coffee? Black with milk? Okay.
That's interesting, bro.
And then they came here. And
right. I guess to Kenichi's point, did the addiction stop or did it keep going?
I think I'm okay.
No, but now that you know that there's coffee drinks, do you partake in those type of coffee drinks like a macchiato or a mocha or cappuccino?
I don't look for it. But if there's an option, I'm willing to try.
Well, actually, Starbucks in Mexico is same as United States.
No, this one was called Italian Coffee. The store.
Italian coffee.
This is
Italian coffee company. It's like a version. It's the competition to Starbucks in Mexico.
Okay.
It's a homegrown company.
But why is it called Italian coffee? They wanted to use that frou-frou foreigner.
They wanted to look foreign in order for them to get sales.
I didn't know that.
Yes.
I didn't know that.
So, Josue, before I start rambling, do you drink coffee? Do you like coffee? Do you have an addiction like Marcos? I mean,
what?
How do you like your coffee drinks if you even drink it?
Nani?
And how many times do you drink it, Josue? If you could be so kind to share.
I have my coffee like the
he has his
opposite of
demons.
Marcos.
Oh really?
No. Yeah, non-existent.
Oh wow.
I hate coffee.
Oh really? Oh, that's
I don't like
surprising.
coffee, man. Yeah, I don't like
yet.
I mean, I'll drink like frappuccinos, but I mean.
Oh, a coffee
those
drink.
are like heavy.
Yeah, it's a coffee drink. Yeah.
Yeah, but those are like heavily sugar.
Yeah, it's heavy sugar, heavy
But
cream, or whatever the case.
But like, nah,
And ice.
like, nah. I don't like no coffee. That's too
Okay.
bitter for me.
But what about our family, our home pet coffee?
I mean, I don't drink coffee. that still stands.
Okay.
Okay. No, yeah, nah.
No need to get angry. It's okay. Calm down.
Marcos, why are you making him
Yeah.
upset? Please. I'm
I'm
playing.
sorry. I'm sorry. I
Do you drink
swear.
coffee?
I hug coffee.
My man.
But do you
dreams
drink
of
it?
coffee.
We have a pet dog. His name is Coffee, by the way. We have a pet dog at home
Okay.
where we live.
Hmm.
His name is Coffee.
Oh,
How do you say dog?
Inu.
A little small dog. A small dog. And his name is Coffee.
brown dog.
Yes.
Oh,
Yes.
Right.
Damn it. Picture. Do you have pictures?
Of your dog?
Yeah.
I don't have pictures
Dang.
of your dog, bro.
I'll show him
I
later.
might have one, but
My man's out of out of the stew.
But actually, I also need sugar, like Hosen.
Oh, no sugar?
I need sugar
Oh, you need
for
sugar?
coffee. Yeah.
Okay,
Uh,
okay.
much sugar. I need.
Oh yeah, because it's very bitter, right? Yeah, okay, that makes sense.
But
No,
yeah, I just do like teas and stuff.
right.
Mm.
Do you do sugar in tea or no?
I want to call out Mr.
No.
J. Because
yeah.
I remember when he was younger, he was like, I don't like tea. It's just water with herbs.
Oh
like, what?
man, why are you trying to
Yeah, but-
expose
but
Josue,
here's the
bro?
thing, I also said, but I also don't like coffee.
And then you met my dog.
That's different.
And
I
I still
know.
was like, I like this coffee, but not that coffee.
Yeah.
This one gives me kisses. The other one doesn't. It gives me tummy aches.
No,
No.
yeah, like I said, I like it the opposite of Marcos, non-existent.
Right. Okay. That's fair, bro. So
Well,
besides
guess who's not getting a coffee cup?
coffee mug,
No, cup.
Don't worry, I got a
coffee.
bigger one. I got a bigger teacup.
there you go.
Mr. Ukwe says. He's
Oh,
like, don't worry, I have a bigger one.
You drink black tea?
It's either like I like green tea. Black tea I tend to avoid because it does stain teeth.
right.
Mm.
What
Or
about
like-
matcha?
Oh yeah, I said that. I said green tea.
Actually, I'm not sure matcha.
I don't know about. I'm not a tea connoisseur. To be able to say.
Yeah, there.
Probably matcha and green tea is not
it-
same.
Yeah, there's a difference.
I think so.
Oh.
Yeah.
Mm.
No,
Isn't it
but
like a type of green tea?
Actually, I'm the green.
Because I know
Tea-
there is like variants of them. I know like matcha's one of them.
Matcha is very deep taste, very bitter.
yeah,
Mm.
yeah. I mean,
And you,
no, please go ahead.
please.
Those.
Usually there is no chance to drink matcha. Usually matcha is in tea ceremony or something. I
Like super fancy.
Right.
yes. But I'm not sure.
Again, basically, and again, I could be totally wrong. As far as matcha is concerned, it's not a everyday beverage that you just pick up at the 7-Eleven or the Family Mart or
So I
Lots.
was lied to.
Unfortunately.
Yeah,
Unfortunately.
because matcha is more of a higher end and expensive type of product.
Yes,
Like
I
Wagyu?
think so.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Like
Exactly.
wagyu beef.
exactly. So-
Wakobi.
Cool.
Yes.
So basically, like what we tend to drink green tea is basically
Fake
like the
green tea.
no, that's not fake
No,
green
it's
tea.
a different, like I said, different.
It's a
variant of
different
it.
yeah, it's a different level of what it green tea can be, but you're probably more accustomed to drinking from the sachets or the little tea bags
Yeah.
that you get
Yeah.
from a
Yes.
pack of Lipton green tea or whatever green tea you
Yes.
grab. So what Kenichi was talking about, the matcha green tea, more of a ceremonial type of green tea
Yeah.
that you'll have where they actually have the powdered leaves
Yeah.
and they have a ceremony to
yes,
accompany
I think so.
where they actually whisk it by hand
Yes.
and the consistency is a lot thicker
Yeah.
than what instant green tea with a bag and hot water. So there's a whole procedure and ceremony behind it, and the taste is a lot more bitter, a lot different, a lot more rich.
Yes.
like what you would probably expect from like a high end coffee.
Coffee.
So you wouldn't go to a barista and just ask what Marcos would kindly ask for black coffee with milk.
Please.
Yeah. So
and thank you.
Extra thick.
right. So if you were to go to the Middle East or go to Italy, their coffee is super bitter. They're more accustomed to like an espresso.
Espresso.
Espresso is like, I guess you could say, the purest form to a certain extent. And again, coffee does vary from place to place, especially with the beans. A lot of the beans that we have here in America that we consume as Americans for coffee, whether it be your frappuccino, whether it be your cappuccino, whether it be your macchiato or your mocha
Or French vanilla.
or French vanilla, right? A lot of
America.
well, yeah, those are flavorings. Coffee doesn't come out of a tree that's a French vanilla tree. It's not. That's a flavoring they
It comes
add.
with a little bit of love.
Right.
A lot of them.
Those flavor
Just a little
profiles like a mocha, a French vanilla, stuff like that. Those are flavors that are
They're crafted.
yeah, they're like an artificial flavoring that goes into the coffee or a syrup or something to make
A syrup, yeah.
coffee flavor. So you have two, and the level of bitterness comes from the roasting of the actual beans. The lighter the roast, the less rich flavor you get, the less burnt taste. Then you have medium roast, and then you'll have dark roast, and that's more of an intense coffee flavor, more of a dark roast. You get, you start getting into the realm of almost like a fine wine, where you get notes of fruitiness or a note of chocolatiness, or you get a note of this, that. So that's on that end. You get into more.
You start to taste the hands that
Right,
picked beans.
exactly. The Spanish, the Colombian gentleman that probably picked the coffee beans, or the Brazilian gentleman, or the Cuban gentleman that probably picked the beans for you. But then you start getting into the realm or the rabbit hole of, you have what we tend to know coffee, or the beans that we usually use or import into the United States are Arabica coffee beans. So there's as far as I know, there's two types of coffee beans. You have Arabica, which we're usually accustomed to, and the lesser known and not so much imported to the United States is a Robusta coffee bean. So there's Arabica and Robusta. Robusta is a lot more potent than Arabica in the caffeine content. So this is what typically Robusta is what you will typically get for coffee beans in like Vietnam, as an example. So you get Vietnamese coffee where it's very caffeinated. Where you get Arabica is a lot smoother, a lot more mild, and people tend to like it more, especially here in the States, because it's not as intense, it's not as bitter.
It's not like un cafecito.
Right. It's not un cafecito, right? Where what Marcos was talking about, for those that don't know, café de olla.
Yeah.
Café de olla is what usually is made in Mexico, where the coffee is made, prepared, but they add spices to it, like canela.
Salt. Or
Canela, which is cinnamon.
Cinnamon. Yeah, they add cinnamon.
So they add cinnamon sticks into the actual coffee.
My mom does this at home.
Oh, I want to try that.
It's very delicious.
It's very delicious.
Oh,
And you drink it
Can I-
straight.
how can I get that?
We'll make it.
We'll make it for
We'll
you.
make it. Yeah. So
To go.
there's no milk required. It's straight up
Coffee and cinnamon.
it's
A little
cinnamon.
bit of love.
And a dash of salt.
Yeah.
I don't know why.
Oh, just to get the flavor profile. You taste the flavor with salt. Salt actually makes the flavor elevate. That's
It
why
ascends?
that's why you add salt to your food. Whether it be, if you have a recipe or something that you're eating that's very sweet, you need to add the salt to get the contrast of the flavor, so you can actually taste the flavor of whatever you're eating. Or else it's just it blows your palate, and you basically don't taste anything but that sweet, and it's too decadent, and it's off-putting. With a dash of salt or a pinch of salt, it makes the flavor contrast, and you can actually taste the food.
Yes,
that
in
you're
Japan, we use salt for watermelon.
Exactly.
What?
Yes.
Yeah.
It's like what
Mm.
Mexicans do with
Mm.
using tahine, right?
Okay.
Where it's just like salt, lemon, and spicy powder or chile for us. So that's very common for a lot of countries where you add that contrast
Yes,
flavor
yes.
to elevate it. So in
You would think that would be the opposite. I would add something different, but it intensifies.
yeah,
It makes it.
It-
I didn't. That.
yeah, it definitely
that does-
intensifies the flavor.
Yeah. That.
That contrast of sweet and sweet and salty is what is needed in order for it to actually for you to taste it, but also play well for your palate, so it actually tastes good.
Yeah.
So it's just
It's
not
like all these squares make a circle.
right. It's not just one flavor profile, one note.
I-
So yeah, sorry.
Oh, thank you. I think that is some kind of a function of brain. Brain is always don't have any absolute value of taste. So just comparing.
Right.
So if you add salt, probably based just tensor of sugar, sweet, range, no, okay, that just threshold of sweet become smaller,
Yeah.
then a brain can feel more much sweet. if
Okay.
you add. But I think
Right.
Mm.
So the way I would explain it would be that contrast of flavor when you add a pinch of salt to make the other flavors elevate is just letting the dopamine in your brain.
The pleasure.
Yeah, you get more pleasure because it's not just one monotonous note of just sweet. You taste the bitterness, you taste the sweetness, you taste the sour, because the salt elevates the other
savory.
flavor. Right. So this is what you would probably call it, like in Japanese, you get the umami because it's that encompassing flavor profile where you get all the little notes. This is the flavor profiles. So when we're talking about coffee, again, we go to the beans. If we go down the rabbit hole, you get the Arabica, you get the Robusta. You go to like Italy or you go to like the Middle East and you have coffee where it's very similar to Café de Olla in the sense that there's no milk added to it. It's just very intense, dark roasted coffee where their palate, they've been culturally, they've been drinking that for a long time. So they're very used to that bitter flavor profile, which it's very intense, but very good. We go to matcha, again, very intense, very rich flavor. It's not something you drink every day, but for maybe the Italians or people in the Middle East that have their coffee, maybe it's something that they drink every day. But again, again, we're more accustomed to coffee drinks where we have like a cappuccino or a caramel macchiato, or you get a frappuccino, or you get a whatever other coffee drink that people come up with, right? You get a mocha or something.
The Jamaican coffee.
I've never heard of that, but sure. But we're more accustomed to like Arabica coffees where you get the Brazilian or you get the Colombian or the Cuban or maybe like French style of coffee. But to be quite honest, we're more accustomed to like those type of coffees and maybe like with flavorings like a French vanilla or something like that, or they add like cinnamon bun or something like from Cinnabon or something like that. So it's very different the way we take our coffee.
If I have chance, I want to do coffee tasting.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
no, that'd be awesome.
It's like wine, I think, right?
Yes, like wine. Yes.
Oh, when you get to
Tasting.
that, like I guess that very that niche type of coffee where you can get like I would make a recommendation again if you guys have the opportunity to get maybe not the highest quality or the most proper coffee, but something very very similar. maybe if you have the opportunity to go to your supermarket or go to
in a supermarket,
or if you go to like Amazon, maybe you want to try some coffee. A brand that I recommend so you can start tasting something like that, very different from what you would probably get at a Starbucks or a Dunkin' Donuts or something, or Tim Hortons, whatever, would probably be Lavazza. Lavazza Italian style coffee, or Illy. It's also an Italian style coffee. That's you can start dipping your toes or getting your feet wet with testing those type of coffees where they're Italian style, and you might get a better understanding of how intense the coffee could probably be, where they have a medium roast and a dark roast. You start tasting it, where some of them might have a little bit of flavoring in it, but others might have more of a pronounced rich notes for you to taste. And usually on the box of those type of coffees, or the packaging or the label, it kind of gives you like the notes of that actual coffee. Like it'll taste a little bit more woody, or a little bit more like you get hints of fruitiness or something like that. But it's something that you have to constantly drink or taste in order for you to get the nuanced flavor profiles. Where like if you just drink a cup of coffee because you're trying to get energized because of the caffeine, then it's like, okay, I'm just drinking a coffee. At that point, you're just drinking coffee for the caffeine, not because you're trying to taste the flavor. Where, I mean, you can do either or.
Yes.
So again, though I'll end it right there for that one because I don't want to go too crazy. Sorry.
Oh,
go
no.
ahead.
Just I don't have any chance to taste many coffee because just I drink coffee. My boss bought, so I know only one type of coffee. So I should try more.
Oh yeah, I mean that's easy. Trying different coffees. I mean you can always, like I said, go and like the supermarket, maybe.
Is there any some kind of tasting package or something?
You can probably find like a variety pack, like maybe in on Amazon or something like that, where you can get different styles.
Very small.
Very very small.
I should.
It's a good way to getting a little bit more better acquainted with coffee like that. So I think it's very interesting. Again, people take it to that level. Some people take it to the level of like how niche it can be, or how, I guess, frou-frou, in the words of Marquitos, frou-frou coffee can be. But yeah, if I were to recommend a brand or two brands just to get your feet wet, maybe Lavazza could be one, and the other one could be Illy. So the two Italian style coffees that I would recommend for people to try out and test. And then from there you can definitely research more and try different coffees. Again, what you're mostly going to find is Arabica coffee beans, and if you really look hard enough, probably, well, not maybe hard enough, but if you look for it, you can probably source, get some Robusta coffee beans for a more caffeine punch flavor of coffee. So you can be woke. Not woke, but more awake. Yeah.
Actually, caffeine is very interesting chemical.
Well, how does it react in the brain, right?
Actually, I remember a student's experiments. When I was student, my teacher did some experiments to students. Just
two students? For a class.
For class, yes.
Okay. Oh.
And sorry. And that experiment is before drink coffee. I calculated 100 easy formula. For example,
Yeah.
2 by 4, 3 divided by 1 or 2 or something. Then I got and there is time limit.
Yes.
So I think I got 100 formulas and I just solved formula quickly. And then you can get how many formulas solved, and also how much percentage you get correct answer. Then drink coffee. After that, clearly your calculation become faster than before taking caffeine. But rate of correct answer becomes lower.
Oh, okay.
So you
Faster
can
doesn't mean better.
You get more
Wow.
energy, but it doesn't
but
mean.
calculation become faster, but miscalculation
Right.
increase.
You're not as precise.
Yes.
Okay.
So you can do that very clear
Okay.
results.
So I have another observation. Personally, I used to do a lot of martial arts.
Oh.
And in martial arts, they taught me something about meditation. And meditation is like getting in, concentrating,
Yes.
and just breathing. Just the concentration part is to breathe, and you feel the flow
Yes.
of oxygen into every single extremity.
Yeah.
And they taught me to sit in the pose with like what was it?
Underneath the waterfall.
No, not underneath the waterfall. But I thought it was something lotus position, and have your fingers to feel your pulse on your middle finger and your thumb, and you
So it
feel
was like Fire Force, buddy.
you feel right, yeah. You feel you're breathing, controlling your breathing, and also keeping the flow of your blood. And there were a couple of things that you notice over time, not off the bat. One, you calm yourself down, and the second one is that you have more oxygen in your system, which is what is oxygen in the brain? What does oxygen do in the brain?
Just providing energy.
Could it be compared to caffeine or vice versa?
Sorry, compare.
Can oxygen in the system be the same as caffeine in the system?
No. It's I think actually oxygen is just for energy. Caffeine is actually it's a bit difficult to explain. It's caffeine is just some
Like a boost?
that make calcium efflux. Calcium is some kind of signal in cells,
Okay.
Okay.
and that usually caffeine open some
The receptors.
receptor inside of
The
cells.
cells.
It's called calcium efflux from ER. I can't remember English name. Anyway,
Endocrine system? Endocrine? That's like the nervous system.
no, I'm talking about some organelle inside of
Oh.
cells.
Okay. So
It's usually make calcium influx, induced calcium influx, calcium release. Anyway, I don't want to say
That's okay. No
detail,
problem.
but
Yeah.
anyway, little bit different mechanism. But
it has a similar effect.
maybe
Oh,
I know what I'm talking about that because I also did
research.
Japanese art.
Oh,
And
Yeah, you become very precise.
yes.
You observe, like, this was even, like, it helped me. Well, I had this visual impairment since I was a kid. But with martial arts,
Okay.
with whatever senses I had, I can like observe things and predict things
Oh, yeah.
accurately.
Yeah.
Like my father specifically, he would always do like how do you escamar? How do you say that in English?
Oh, that would be like I want to say like not scare tactic, but he would
Fake charge. What's the name?
he will fake you out, right?
Like he would do, and you
Oh, okay.
Make you flinch.
make you flinch.
Okay.
And like there was one time we were sitting down and I was talking with. He did this.
Oh.
I didn't even see his hand. I caught his hand and then I just looked. At it. Like done. He's done.
He has
That's
mastered.
interesting.
He has mastered the way.
Like, and then from there, we he said you're in the zone.
Yes,
you're-
yes, I understand.
You're in the zone. And
Yes.
but that's just breathing. And then
Yes.
with that, I can pay attention easier. More classes, everything just makes
The auto zone.
Yeah.
not the auto zone. So,
The
like,
auto zone?
I don't know if you watch Ultra Instinct, right? It's not Ultra Instinct. It's like consistently because you can just by breathing, you get yourself in that zone.
Yeah.
Engineering, everything, just loved it.
Yes. And I think Japanese archery is also like that.
I think
It's
that's
But-
Marco's safe way of saying he did drugs.
No, I was fueling my brain, right?
Oh, yes.
That
yes.
still sounds like drugs, man.
If oxygen is a drug, yes, please and thank you.
Sounds like a hit of dopamine right there.
It wasn't pleasure. It was focus.
Pleasure.
Mm.
It was focus versus
But I mean, can you consistently replicate that? Like,
yes. Meditating 100%.
No,
it
no.
takes time, but yes.
that's what I'm saying. You can't do it in the drop of a hat.
Yes.
You said you had to meditate.
No, meditate helps you understand how you first meditating, you're sitting still.
No, I understand what you're trying to say, but I'm saying once you start meditating, right?
And practice.
oh, of
Can't be
course.
like, boom, done.
Yeah, but then
But
that,
you need to practice.
but that's the difference. Then you don't need to practice for drinking coffee.
But it's not the same.
Mm.
It's like taking a nitro on a
And
car,
that's what Kenichi was saying.
They're
It's
two different things.
There's two different things.
but they're not the same. Let me elaborate what I was trying to say. When I was in college, I was doing thermodynamics analysis, and I went to class and I saw this drink called brain
Juice,
something for brain juice that helps concentrate.
But wait, Marco.
stem cells. You're drinking
Wait,
stem cells.
right there.
Hold up, It says
No.
helps
But
you.
before,
Okay.
no, but like before, like I think we should probably start heading to the next. 'Cause it's getting kind of late.
Okay.
Yeah. All right.
So,
Fair enough.
Hey, fair enough. Okay. So shall we go to the anime then?
Oh, we're not gonna do your thoughts.
Or you want me to do the last one for my section? It's like really short.
Whichever. Who
And
wants
then,
to do it?
and then we'll do the anime.
Yeah, let's go for the.
All right. So mine is from the link. I already sent it. It's Scott's Cheap Flights.
Yeah.
So we're doing the travel one real quick. So this is
In this economy.
right advice from Scott. Oh, you would think, right?
Yeah. No.
So it's advice from Scott. Our airfare is gonna go up. That's the question. This is issue 041. And just the introduction real quick. After a year of canceled trips, pent-up demand for travel is unlike anything we've seen. With so many people now back to planning travel, what will it mean for our beloved cheap flights? The outlook is mostly, though not entirely, good. Let's dive in. All right, so Scott, from Scott's Cheap Flights, broke down what the pros and cons right now and how prices for flights are looking like as far as the situation, the world pandemic we're going through. So I'm not gonna read the whole article, but just to give you a gist of the article, what it is. The first one is the bad news: summer flights will get more expensive. And then next one, the good news, which is another paragraph right there. Cheap flights will continue coming out of the pandemic. So if you want to learn more or know more information about the pros and the cons, the good and the bad for flights, where to and which airlines specifically are giving better prices on flights, you need to read the article. And I'm gonna leave it there. That way we can move along. But just to sum it up, and maybe you guys have a little bit of input if you guys want to add to it, is I think that maybe in the next 5 months, we'll start seeing an influx. I think summer, there's going to be a lot of people trying to, with pent up demand, like the article says, are going to want to go. But there's going to be certain places, whether it be international or national, that are going to be very big hotspots for actually wanting to go for whatever the reason, whether it be natural beauty like nature or
incentives
or
like Italy.
Or incentives. Exactly right. So maybe the country might want to pay for half of your trip, your air flight or your hotel stay. Or there might be places where maybe the way their system is set up, maybe they're more lax on COVID regulation, or they're more strict, and that might be also something, a caveat for people to wanting to go to that specific place or not want to go. People left the city of New York, and now we're starting to see the influx of people coming back, whether it be to live or to just
I heard rent
sightseeing.
went down in the city, in New York City.
All the major cities.
All of them.
Specifically,
I thought just
New York and California cities like LA and San Francisco. Those cities, rent have gone down, not dramatically, but some would say compared to what it was before.
Yeah,
it seems very dramatic. But again, not to diverge too much from the actual article. Me personally, I'm probably not going to travel anywhere maybe new. Maybe I might go for September. Maybe I might want to go back to Mexico for traveling, and in September, because 16th of September is
like
Mexican,
like the 4th of July.
it's Mexican Independence Day. And hopefully by next year, if things go well, things get a little bit better, whatever the case is, I want to go for April. I want to go to Japan again.
Oh yeah.
I want to go to Japan. So this time, probably, if I do go to Tokyo, maybe I do want to hit up places like, I want to go to Kyoto. Definitely, I want to go to Kyoto. I definitely want to go to Kobe. And I definitely want to eat my way through Japan as much as I can.
That sounds like you being a kaiju. Oh.
But again, I want to do the same thing down in Mexico, being that if things go well and places start opening up a lot more, hopefully Mexico is going to have a lot of food, a lot of like festive things to celebrate the independence, right? So that's my whole goal. And looking at this article, it gives me ideas and it gives me options on maybe what month to go or what would be a good airlines to fly with if they're still even operating or in business, if they haven't gone bankrupt. So that's also something to take in consideration. But that's my point of view. I don't know if you guys wanted to add anything to it. Josue, if you wanted to add anything to it, or if you guys want to move on to the last section, which is the anime section. I guess we're going to keep it real brief because it is kind of late. So yeah, guys, please go ahead.
I want to go to Japan first, but still, I gotta save up, and then the world needs to be accepting American. Japan needs to be accepting Americans. I don't think they are right now, right?
No.
I
Do
don't
you
think
know?
so.
I don't think so. I think they're closed. I think the only
Not for the Olympics.
not even for the
Yeah.
people.
Now, a number of patients increased.
Oh, they have
Increase
another
Japan.
Another spike.
So
maybe.
actually,
That's,
I'm not sure there is Olympic in Japan. One or two.
Oh damn! Last time that's what we were talking about
Yeah.
like a month ago.
yeah, we were for like, because I brought up the article about the Olympics, how Japan's not opening the borders for Olympics.
Or
Maybe.
anyone, maybe
Yeah.
Olympians,
Just the people that are
Maybe.
competing.
maybe.
Just people that are competing, and that's not. And I don't think they're gonna do all the whole thing. I think they're only gonna pick certain
Yeah.
I guess discipline for them to actually participate in. So how that's gonna look, I don't know.
I don't.
I don't know.
Yeah, so I mean that's really up to the country, you know. And
But I think, as you said, probably many people. Actually, I want to go back to Japan because last time is too.
It's a good.
Oh, thank you.
It's a good one.
Actually, last time is 2 years ago. So I didn't go back to Japan over
Oh, so
2 years.
2018?
2019, 2018.
I think. Sorry, 2019. I can't remember. Anyway,
It was in the 20s. That's
Yeah.
No, yeah.
It's like about 2 years ago.
2 years. Yeah, 2 years. So I want to go back to my home. So many people
Right.
think like that.
Yes, of course.
So I'm little bit
A little
scared
hesitant.
about-
Yeah.
Mm.
Hesitant and scared about
Yeah.
going back.
just I'm worried about price of airplane.
tickets,
Yes.
yes. Do you usually go to Japan business class, first class, or like or do you go,
Always
like,
economy and
economy?
always I'm using transit
oh,
course. Go to Canada then.
oh, really?
It
You
take-
don't do direct?
No, because of expense.
I understand.
Yeah. If you use transit, price is around 1,000. But if
Oh.
you use direct flight, you need 16,000. So
almost 1.5.
yes, very big difference. So
Wow.
Salutations, Marcos here. This is a message to all the listeners out there. There are links in the show notes for our Twitter, email, and even show notes. Any questions or ideas for the podcast can be sent via these links. Now, back to our regularly scheduled podcast.
but problem is time for flying. If we are use transit, I need 22 hours. But if you use direct flight,
Wow.
Why not just call it a day?
yes.
Yeah,
But we use direct flight, just
12.
13 hours.
Yeah.
So big difference.
very big difference. It's half a day.
yes.
Yeah, because when I went, it was just 12 hours. To get back
Where
was
did you
14.
did you get off on California or in LA?
No, I did a direct flight from JFK to Tokyo. But that's and to Kenichi's point, I did economy, but also I used my credit card points.
Yeah. Okay.
I don't know how much the price was, but it was in the thousands. So it was like maybe 1,500 if I'm not mistaken. I think if I remember correctly. But because I used my credit card points, I used that
Yes,
for
yes.
currency. So but the direct flight was 12 hours.
Oh,
That's it.
That's
yeah.
good.
Coming back was 14.
Yeah.
But I really enjoy it. I went on ANA.
But I think that is good idea because if you want to do travel, it is not a good idea for spending
a whole day.
time for
yeah.
right.
Yeah, right.
So direct flight is better.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah, but
hopefully.
then there's the money.
Yeah,
Yes,
the
you're right.
money
Yeah, of
aspect
course, you're
is
right.
crazy. But hopefully, Kenichi, next time I go or you go, let's go together.
Yes.
Aw.
Yes.
You know? I mean, I would really enjoy going back eating.
Flying while eating.
Bro, their food was great over there. Like the service is always, I mean, as far as I can tell, really good. But yeah,
Do you know how many companies already got bankrupt?
Airlines?
Airlines.
Oh,
I think
I'm calling 12.
Well,
I'm guessing.
oh, okay.
I don't know like the actual numbers
Mr.
or
J,
names,
you think you can look at that up?
but I know there's a lot of like
I have no idea.
European ones I've heard.
Europe around the world or in the US?
United States.
The US,
Yeah.
I don't. I can't. I'm not quite sure. But I mean, it's been bad. That's all I
Yeah.
can tell you. But I mean, if you guys want to finish up with podcast, we can definitely just go over the last part. If you want to put up the soundboard for that.
Mr. J, do you think you can hook us with the soundboard, please?
Oh, I'm playing the music, man.
I have nothing
I don't
hooked
think
up for
I can.
soundboard yet.
Then we'll skip
Nah.
that part, and then
Yeah.
we'll just go to the.
And if I slam the table, I'm gonna bang everything that I have in front of me.
Then if you want to start off, Marcos, please do. Please do, yeah.
That one?
If you want.
Anime? It's anime time, please, ladies and gentlemen, dear listeners. Listen to
Oh
us.
no.
Listen
Oh,
to us roar
Oh no.
and talk about the Nekomimis. Anime. Okay, Mr. J, any thoughts? Any notes about anime?
No.
Alan, any notes? Any thoughts?
So really quick, if I remember correctly, Demon Slayer movie came out
In the U.S.
in the US, and I heard only good things about it as far as I could tell. I might want to go tomorrow to the movie theater.
Did you get
and-
tickets?
I haven't.
Oh.
I would have to buy them first. But that's something that I've been looking forward to. So besides the Demon Slayer movie, another this season has started. I think we're 3 episodes in for a lot of these
Yes.
a lot of these new shows. The ones I can name off the top of my head that I would like to see is, I think one is called 86, if I'm not mistaken.
86ers.
Right.
Yep. How do you say that one in Japanese?
I don't know. I don't know how to say 86.
Is that movie?
No.
How do you say the number 86 in Japanese?
83、86。
Hajijiroku.
Well, I think there's a show that's called like that in Japanese.
Is that not the
That-
movie?
No.
It's a series.
The Demon Slayer is a movie. Demon Slayer
Oh,
is a movie.
okay.
But 86 is a new anime show that's recently come out. What's it called? A month after, this is another piece of news. A month after opening, Super Nintendo World closes temporarily.
No.
So that's
What?
so in Japan, Nintendo World opened up.
Nintendo World.
Uh-huh.
Oh.
So it's been open for a month, but then they
Okay.
closed temporarily.
Okay.
I think because of your point,
Yes, maybe.
because of the COVID situation. Other than that, there you go. So Marcos
I
is
have no
showing.
idea about.
Yeah, Marcos is showing Kenichi right now on the phone the image of the
Oh,
anime.
I didn't know that one. I
Yes.
don't know anything.
And then Dr. Stone season 2 is coming on to Toonami next month. So for those that
What?
watch it on Toonami or watch anime on Toonami, get hyped for that. Another piece of information as far as anime goes.
I feel like this season is 86. It's like, personally for me, it's like another iteration of Gundam.
Oh,
I feel, but except there's Gundam with a lot more politics. Which Gundam is already a lot of politics.
oh yeah.
Yeah, it is. It is. Definitely is. I mean, besides the 86 one, I know there's another anime that's probably that's been catching my attention. I just don't remember the name of it at the moment. But definitely I'm gonna have to look at them. I just recently finished the quintessential quintuplets, like maybe like I want to say 3 days ago or anything. And it was really good. Like it left me wanting more.
Okay. How about this? Railgun versus Quintessential. Which one was better?
It because they're two different genres. I can't really make the comparison, nor can I make like that call. I think they're both great as their genres. One being slice of life and romance, and the other one being science fiction and action. I think they were both good. On a Saturn piece of news, if that's even a word, sad piece. International fans can now pay tribute to the late anime director Osamu Kobayashi. just a few days ago, we received the shocking news that anime director Osamu Kobayashi had passed away at the age of 57.
What kind of?
Known for work such as Beck, Mongolian Chop Squad, Paradise Kiss, Naruto Shippuden, and
Panting
much more.
stocking. I think, right?
I don't know, bro.
With daughter.
So unfortunately, at age 57, I think he, if I'm not mistaken, he passed away because of cancer. I think. I'm not sure again. Very sad, obviously. Another.
May I say one?
Yes, please go ahead.
One that's been catching. I don't know if it's this season. It's called Bottom Tier Tomazaki.
Oh, it's
there's
not-
no
That's
thing.
last season. That's last season.
What was it last?
Oh,
Yes, last season. Because I watched it and I finished it and it was great.
okay.
Sort of.
Sort of.
Yeah.
This
Wow.
one, that one.
Yeah, it's a brand new. It literally came out last
Season.
This is finished. It finished like a few weeks ago.
Okay.
Oh,
So maybe that's something you might want to watch. So there's anime that's being announced, or it's gonna premiere July 7th, called Girlfriend. So
What?
Japanese Kanojo mo Kanojo.
Girlfriend, more girl.
So it's
Yes,
an
more
anime,
girlfriends.
the anime adaptation of manga Girlfriend Kanojo mo Kanojo is set to hit screens July 2nd. Sorry for the incorrect date earlier. So it's July 2nd. That's the word from the anime's official website. The series about a guy who's dating two girls is directed and
So
penned
harem.
by the team behind. I guess so. So that might be something you guys want to watch. I don't know.
Alan.
Maybe.
Wink, wink. No.
Nudge, nudge.
Shove.
Shove, shove. Yeah. So that might be.
are you checking a schedule of anime or
Oh, this is just like this is the
The release date for it.
release day?
yeah.
The first.
Actually, last month, my favorite anime started in movie theater. It's called Girls and Pants.
Oh yeah.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. The tank one, I think.
That one, yes. I like
Aw.
that one, but
That's a good
I
one.
That's it is a good one.
I
Definitely.
I think last month new movie started.
Okay.
I'm not sure that movie will come this country.
Is it dubbed?
Yeah, dub.
Okay.
Oh
I'm-
really?
I'm not sure.
Maybe.
Is there any?
I haven't seen
Oh,
it.
okay.
No. I haven't even heard of that. The
Oh.
movie coming out. That's interesting. That's a good piece of news.
That is a very good piece of news.
Reincarnation isekai is a lottery. Do you feel lucky?
Punk.
So death by Truck-kun isn't the end of the heroes for reincarnation isekai anime. There's a whole new lifetime ahead, and sometimes you get a boost. Reborn as a magical creature or obtaining cheat level magic powers, and sometimes you just turn into a vending machine. So this is an article from
Something
Otaku
from
USA. And this is their article of
I sigh.
E-News. So, what's it called? Besides that, I mean, quintessential quintuplets are gonna get a movie reveal.
Really?
Yeah, it's been revealed that it's gonna come out in 2022. So next year, basically. So that might be something you might wanna watch or get hyped about, maybe.
Always the hype.
Yeah, basically. But other than that, I mean, if other things in the anime or manga world, there's been a shortage of manga. So basically, there hasn't been enough mangas.
Manga.
Yeah,
Really?
there hasn't been enough manga for people to buy. So one of the mangas that's been being sold out is Jujutsu Kaisen. So people haven't been able to purchase that manga. It's been like people just buy it and there's no more in stock. So yeah, I feel sorry for the people that want to read.
Is that a good problem or a bad? I don't know.
I think it's like you said, double-edged sword.
Yeah.
It's good but bad. I mean, if you're a person that is collecting or buying it to read, and you're not able to, that's horrible. you're not
What
able
about
to.
reselling it?
Well, yeah, but then you're gonna be that jerk that's gonna resell it like 5 times the price of it.
I mean, people do it
Yes,
for
how dare
Disney.
you.
Right? No.
People do it for Disney.
Or
But we're not no Disney.
right, yo,
Mhm.
crazy Disney.
not Disney people. The people that buy off the items from Disney.
All right. So another thing that's happening July 2nd, I believe. I'm reading off of the article. So the movie The Seven Deadly Sins Cursed by Light, or also Nanatsu no Taizai Hikari ni Nowarashi Monotachi in the original Japanese. I hope that's I don't know if I said it
You
right.
said it as good as I would. First,
I'm sorry, I butchered it. Will hit theaters in Japan on July 2nd. A minute and a half long trailer has been released to give us a tease. So maybe that might be something you guys want to watch for you Seven Deadly
he
Sins
looks at
fan.
me. Ladies and gentlemen, he's looking at me. He saw me.
Looking at me, said.
I'm looking at the Kuzo. So that's another piece of information maybe you guys are interested in. But I mean, other than that, I don't have. Again, if I had a list of the actual animes that came out this season, maybe I would be a little bit more prepared for it. But I don't. This is again, unfortunately, we won't be able to see if for those that have been watching Black Clover. Unfortunately, it ended,
Mr. J.
and we are not able
Reading
to.
the manga.
Yeah, please read the manga because I heard it is really, really good.
It's fire. It's burning hot. It
It's
makes my bones
smoldering.
heat up.
Yeah, it gets you hyped, right? So also another good read might for those that like reading, Dr. Stone. Again, hey, I
Getting Stoned by Dr. Stone.
Dr. Stone is phenomenal. I really enjoy it. Another one that I'm really, really happy to hear that's getting a second season, and I'm waiting for very intently is Arifueta.
Yes, it's announced for this season. I think right? At the end of 2021.
I think
So
it
it's
is,
winter
bro.
or fall.
I'm pretty sure it's fall.
Fall.
I mean, I've got an email from Barnes and Nobles. Again, maybe not too much.
Barnes.
Yeah, the Barnes and Nobles. They're hitting me with not a manga sale. They're just announcing that they have manga in stock. So maybe you want to go and buy some manga at Barnes and Noble. Not sponsored. Okay, not sponsored,
but also sponsored.
but also maybe, just maybe sponsored.
Wink, wink.
Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. Maybe you want to pick up the latest issue of In Another World with my smartphone. I don't know. Maybe.
No.
Maybe, just maybe. I know I would like something
Oh, okay.
maybe to read. And for I think we're getting a season 2 as well for Demon Slayer, right? I'm not mistaken.
There was already a movie.
Yeah, the movie came out. I think there is a season
No,
2.
the movie is an arc.
I-
An arc in like that I guess you could say that bridges first season, second season. So I mean that I'm hoping second season.
What's Demon Slayer again in Japanese?
Kimetsu no Yaiba.
Kimitsu no
Oh, now I
Yaiba.
understand.
Yeah, so Kimitsu no Yaiba came out in theaters I think 2 days ago, if I'm not mistaken.
In
It's
In the US.
In US.
I forget the title. Train something. Is that right?
Mugen.
Mugen or
yeah.
Mugen Desha. Oh, okay. Oh,
So very awesome. I hear very good.
yes,
Reviews.
I heard that.
I want to go see, so I'll probably go see it. Hopefully. I mean, if you go to Viz Media right now, maybe you can get copies of some manga for free, maybe. But for those that like the spicy type of ecchi type of
no.
anime, maybe like Marquitos, you might want to see how not to summon a demon lord. I don't know how you would.
I'm stuck with the bottom tier one, Tomazaki.
Oh, Tomozaki. Oh, okay.
That one caught me, even though it's last season.
Was it last season?
Yeah, I saw it ended. Because
Okay.
Or the boonies.
Wait, what's the one that I think Josue was telling me about or was naming? I don't remember the name. Where dude bumps into the girl that's on the street and takes
I
her.
shaved, so now I have a.
Oh yeah, I shaved. I got rejected, shaved, and now I brought in a high school girl.
There you go. I don't know
That
how.
one.
I don't know what the Japanese name
I'll,
for that.
I'll look it up
Hold
right
up.
now.
Well, I don't
Yeah,
know the
please. So,
Japanese one.
yeah,
I'll look it up.
please look that up so we can give the fans what they're looking for.
I swear I was just watching it.
What?
You were watching it, bro? Just recently?
Yeah, it's really good actually.
I'm about to start watching it when I'm off. I have
Here
a-
we go.
Yes, please.
He oh no, don't play it. Copyright. After being rejected, I shaved and took in a high school runaway. Oh no, yeah. Higehiro?
家を取る、そして後世を拾う。Oh, I have no idea this one.
Dang.
Yeah, it's very weird title.
Very
Just
weird.
shaving, shaving and
Oh no, that's the Japanese name. Just Higehiro.
Higehiro.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
that-
shortened abbreviation.
I don't think
No,
it's.
that's it. That's all I. No, it is that one. But
I think
that's
that
all
is
it says.
a abbreviation. Hige and so. Hige. What did you say?
I'm
Hige.
trying to. Oh
Yes,
yeah,
so-
it is. Well.
Hmm.
Oh yeah, it is. This is That's very long.
Yes, very wrong. Yes, it's mean shaving and after
Is it
that someone.
I don't think it's.
Oh, this is same. This is same. 髭を剃る、そして女子高生を拾う。
Oh,
It's very
okay.
long title.
That's a long ass title.
That's a light novel
That's
for
a
you.
light novel for you. You could tell that's a light novel. That's a long ass name.
That's the title.
Good lord.
But I think a really good one is
Oh.
Don't Toy With Me, Miss Nagatoro.
I'll look it up.
Yeah, please look that one up.
No.
It's the one that we talked about that I think it was made by
Oh, it was made by a hentai artist.
yeah.
Hentai
I actually
artist.
read the manga. The manga is actually pretty cool.
Yeah.
I like it. Yeah, it's not like it's very much like each episode is their own episode, but they have some kind of continuity.
So really quick, let me just read this off. A wife auctions cheating husband's Yu-Gi-Oh cards
What?
for a million, for millions of yen in revenge. So apparently, some wife's husband cheated on the wife. The wife got upset, obviously, understandably so,
Yes.
and for revenge.
And he's just like, yes, fact. Fact.
And for revenge, the wife took his Yu-Gi-Oh cards,
So, took what?
his collectible cards,
Okay.
and
Like
from,
Pokemon or.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Yu-Gi-Oh.
I understand.
but,
Okay.
but it was Yu-Gi-Oh,
Okay.
and she sold them on auction
Okay.
as revenge and made a couple thousand or a couple million. Of yen.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Poor guy.
That's it.
Poor guy. I mean, should have put that in the safe with you know,
In a Swiss bank account.
it's something.
Oh.
To protect yourself.
いじらないで。長瀞さん。
Just for the listeners, I'm putting the OG Japanese title, and Kenichi's reading it.
いじらないで長瀞さん。
What does that say?
That it's very
Don't
difficult.
Toy With Me, Miss Nagatoro. Yeah.
Oh,
There's
yes,
other ways
like
of
that.
translating it.
Yes, like yes. That.
Okay.
But いじる。Actually, there's no word in English about that.
You can't translate that one. Yeah, I'm pretty
I think it's the same.
Yes, the same.
sure it's one of those
Yes.
Japanese words that you can't translate.
It's the orale.
It's the orale.
Wow. So what about this lady? So this is like the Miss Nagatoro, basically.
I'm guessing, bro. I don't know.
It's so the two characters. I forgot what the guy's name.
No, I mean about the Yu-Gi-Oh
Well,
cards.
Oh, the Yu-Gi-Oh.
yeah, no, she got upset, started selling her
Did she look it up on Wikipedia or something?
No, apparently she wrote up something, and I'm paraphrasing here, something along the lines, something to the effect of, I don't know, like, I'm selling these cards on auction because my husband cheated on me. I don't know the worth of the cards,
Oh no.
but they're not open and they're in good condition. Please give me a good price for these cards. I'm paraphrasing.
And you think White Knights came around and said, I'll pay you a couple million.
I think people were saying that she kind of got lowballed with the money, but she still made quite a bit of money, but not.
What's lowballed again? It's like under.
They paid less than what they were actually worth, but she still made quite a bit of money.
Millions.
So I mean,
And that was still low.
Oh, still low.
so again,
This guy, the guy that was cheating was probably isekai'd here,
yeah,
and he knew.
I mean, that's horrible.
Messed up, unfortunately.
That was original Yugi. Or
Still Yugi.
what's his name?
Yeah, I don't know, the pharaoh.
Yeah, the pharaoh.
I don't know.
Yami? No.
Yugi.
Yami.
Pharaoh Yugi.
No,
I
it
don't
wasn't
know.
Yami. It was
Yami is the guy from Black Hole.
Whoops.
Yeah, that's the
No,
captain of the Black.
It was
Blue.
probably like Yu-Gi-Oh! He was in the video game and or in the anime. Got hit by a truck. Came over here in this world and lived his life.
That's Rank Cafe. Tim.
Oh,
So me
Bless you.
personally, I'm looking forward. Hopefully, I don't know when it's gonna be announced or if it's already announced. But Mushoku Tensei,
oh.
I really want to see that.
What's that one?
Is that interesting?
Oh,
I didn't know.
I think it's called
Jobless reincarnation.
there you go, Jobless Reincarnation
I think it did already come out.
for the second season. The
Oh,
announcement,
the second season? No.
as far as
Because I
announcement
think-
goes. Yeah,
I think
that's
it just recently come out, the first one.
all right. So this is the piece of news that Kenichi was telling us earlier. The girls in and the girls Unpanza, das final third and fourth films release trailers. The girls Unpanza das final film series will consist of 6 parts, and part 3 just hit
Yeah,
Japanese
I know.
theaters.
Oh, Kenichi knows the jobless reincarnation, huh?
It's a great story.
But actually, I didn't watch. So.
Oh, you should definitely
Okay,
watch.
okay.
I highly recommend.
Okay.
Oh,
Kenichi's
okay.
like, I know, I read the manga.
Actually, no, I also don't know.
Oh, you haven't
But
read
I
it?
know.
You heard of it?
Yes, I heard that.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
It says for the girls in Panza, that's final. Film series will consist of 6 parts. And
Yes.
part 3 just hit Japanese theaters March
Yeah.
26th, which was what does it say here? It says yesterday Bandai released, and mind you, this is
What about
This is-
this one?
what the
Suppose a kid.
oh I don't
Very
know.
long,
I don't
long
know.
title. Very long title.
Very long title of the anime.
So
That
this-
should be the anime.
The news I'm reading was from the 11th of April. So that's why it says yesterday Bandai released a new trailer for its
Do you
key
think-
people.
That movie will come to the United
United-
States.
I don't know. That's interesting. Maybe I hope. I hope.
Okay.
Let's hope.
Okay.
Trying to
But
cross my
if
fingers.
not, then we would have to find someone
Find someone.
to proxy the video. And I mean, well, honestly, what we could actually do is get a VPN,
Hmm.
right? Open up
and
a
dot.
and then
Yes.
open up
That's
a
not-
profile for
Oh,
DMM
no.
Mm,
Japan
Okay.
and buy the video,
Mm.
but it's gonna be no subtitles, original Japanese.
Ah, okay.
He's not
That
saying
is
that we
good
should
for
do
me,
it.
but-
Yeah, no, of course. I can just shake my head. Yes. Oh, very interesting. I don't know what they're saying very well. Maybe I'll understand a
But
couple of words.
Recently, many websites has some subtitle.
Fan
Oh,
sub.
Yeah,
definitely.
fan sub.
Yeah, but I mean, if you get it from like the like a DMM .com or something
Okay.
like that, maybe.
Hashtag not sponsored.
Yeah, not sponsored. This is a company that doesn't even do business in the United States.
Mhm.
This is strictly Japan DMM. You've heard of company DMM?
Maybe.
Can you look that up, please, Marquitos?
Name of it?
DMM. I think it's DMM
.com.
.jp. I think, if
I'm not mistaken. So basically, there's titles that they finally go a digital download or something
Oh,
like
yes,
that,
yes.
but it's not open for, or not released for, I guess, outside of Japan.
Oh,
Oh
okay.
my gosh, what is this? This is not the thing.
No?
Okay, that's.
What were you looking at?
I looked up dmm.jp.
Mine
Uh-huh.
didn't
And
go
there's-
through.
There's a dmm.co.jp.
Oh no.
And
Oh.
that was not it.
But probably I know. I think that
Actually, was it? Let
that
me-
company has some English course.
Oh yeah, no, that's not it.
No, I
.com.
had some English class in the
Oh,
Is it the one?
no.
Oh.
It's the second.
Wait, is it dmm.com?
Maybe it is dmm.com.
They do online shopping, retail.
Yeah, there you
services,
go.
And video on demand. So yeah, it is .com. Yeah, don't look up the
Oh,
TP. Don't do that.
Probably this is same as my
Oh, we're-
English course.
Oh, maybe.
Yes, I
Yeah,
Okay.
so this has like movies and videos and shows and manga and other things that you could probably
To learn Japanese.
I don't
I'm
because
just
it's in Japanese. Yeah, if you read it and you learn from the actual page how to translate it, yeah, maybe. Oh, so wait, what happened with you, bro? What did you
yes,
watch?
I think
We hear
This one.
the
Which one?
Oh, yeah.
this is just English English conversation course.
Oh,
DM.
okay.
Yes, I had this class.
Okay, wow.
Oh, wow.
Yes.
Oh, wow.
So I'm thinking if you get a VPN, maybe you can make a profile, you buy or rent
Yeah.
the video digitally speaking,
Mm.
and unfortunately no subtitles, but no dub either. So you would have to
You
watch
get a raw
it in the
dub,
original Japanese.
and it's original content.
That's it. No, nothing. So it's what's it pure.
Straight.
So, yeah. So you would watch it.
Straight
and-
out of the pocket.
But another problem is always Japanese version is very expensive. It's
Really?
Yes, it's over 5 times higher than United States. So
Wait, like Amazon or
yes, everything.
or
really?
Just 2 episodes is almost $60.
no
so-
way.
Yes,
Really?
in Japan, very
Holy
expensive.
smokes. But then I don't understand how do like a TV Tokyo
DVDs maybe.
no
Hmm?
like they air it on regular TV, right?
Yes. That is almost free because there's commercial.
Oh,
But
right.
if you buy DVD or digital content,
Or Blu-ray.
yeah, Blu-ray,
right.
it's very expensive.
Okay.
Mm.
That makes sense.
Mm.
Okay. So I mean that's another option, I guess. We can definitely
Get it over the mail.
yeah. I mean not over the mail, but you could digitally download it. But to Kenichi's point, if it's gonna cost you $60, hopefully, I mean you can compare prices. Maybe you don't have to pay $60, but hopefully we can find something an alternative.
Or we can just pay how much is a English to Japanese course?
Oh yeah.
just learn Japanese.
Yeah. That'd be awesome.
How much is a course?
I have it. How much?
Actually, I think 30 minutes is $5.
So $5, 5 minutes. And an
I think
episode
30
is what, 24?
Hmm?
Maybe 25?
For how long?
Sorry,
For like 4 hours?
Yeah, for like for a series, for an anime episode. If you
Oh.
compare minutes of an anime versus minutes of a class,
oh,
Jeez.
would
Yeah,
it
well-
stack up?
What is it, like 25 minutes
Yeah.
for an anime episode, or 22 minutes?
Yeah, no, it doesn't. Yeah, my math is wrong for something else.
oh,
Yeah. I was,
Well, there you go. I mean, those are my things that I would like to share with the crew. I mean, if you guys have anything to add on to it, please add on. I don't know if there's any manga or anime show that you guys wanna champion right now and be like, this is the one I want to watch, or this is the manga I want to read. Again, me personally, there's something that I would like to see get animated, which is Solo Leveling, but that's like a Korean
That's
manhwa.
manhwa. Okay.
So so that's something I would like to get animated. Again, Netflix is releasing what is it? What's the Hiromashima what's it called? Shaman King, right?
Yes.
So that's something
Yes.
Shaman King getting released. And I think they're also doing I don't know what else they're doing. They're releasing.
Netflix?
Yeah, I think they're doing something else.
They want to do the Terminator in
Beastars?
anime form.
The which one?
Beastars.
Visa? Maybe I don't know what else they're doing, but I know they're cooking up a storm. Something
With Terminator. They want to make.
besides
Oh.
besides those. I think maybe it's Seven Deadly Sins. I don't remember quite.
And we're not here to talk facts, just our thoughts.
Yeah, I get right. And
Oh wait, yo, actually, an anime you should watch is Odd Taxi.
That's a 70s or 80s. 70s
No,
movie.
that's a brand new one.
really,
Yeah.
Hold up. Taxi.
What did you say?
Odd Taxi.
Taxi.
Odd Taxi. Can you look that up,
Yeah.
Marquitos, please?
It started with Robert De Niro.
What?
No, that's just
No,
Taxi.
that's
That's just the movie Taxi. If I'm not mistaken. But the one Josue suggested, I'm pretty sure something.
yeah, very very much different.
Right.
No, but it's literally just the life of a taxi driver, but they kind of spin it and like add some drama to it. It's
Okay.
very cool.
So this
No.
they're trying to turn the movie the movie into an anime
Oh.
Hold up, Mark. Let me
A 70s
email
movie.
this to you.
from
Uh,
1970s.
I know this movie, but
I don't know if that's correct.
So
No.
is this guy
Yeah.
is this driver gonna get isekai'd?
I don't know, bro.
No, the driver's not even human. It's a walrus.
Anime.
Mm.
It's
walrus.
anime.
There, Marcos. I sent you the link to it.
Yes, please, Marquitos. Look at the actual link, guy.
Well, I can't because I'm using the phone.
Oh, that's true. Very true.
No, but what about your phone?
My phone?
No, Marcos. Didn't he say?
I'm using
Yes, it's
Clean
phone.
Feed through that.
I mean, you can send it to the group chat. I have my phone.
Oh, I
see.
read some news about Shingeki no Kyojin.
Oh,
That manga is just ended.
right.
Ended last month.
Yes.
Mm.
I think he meant this one.
Driver.
I highly doubt that's what it's showing you, bro.
Is it a dark themed?
No.
Oh.
It's
My man's just
pretty light.
Googling the word taxi and getting all the
I said
images.
Odd Taxi, Marcos.
I got
Yeah.
the link. I got
Oh,
the link.
okay.
I got the
Oh,
link.
odd.
I'll show.
Oh, you went better.
Taxi. Oh. I have no idea about that.
Yeah, neither do I.
No, yeah, it's it's random, but it's
This
pretty
one?
cool.
Yeah,
This.
that's another promotional poster.
What am I looking at?
I have
Exactly.
no idea.
But that's actually pretty good.
My eye.
No,
I like it.
yeah. I mean, if you like it, bro, then definitely let us know. Something else we can watch.
Yeah, it's
Like,
he's
it's a little bit out there, but it's not that bad. I kind of watched it just for laughs and giggles.
No, definitely
what genre would you put it as?
laughs and giggles.
It's not
literally-
slice of life.
No, it's like
Is it a
a little bit of a drama, maybe a slice of life.
just anime? How about
Oh, overarching.
Oh, here we go, mystery. That's the genre.
Oh,
Even though
really?
yeah, I don't know how much mystery though. There isn't. The guy just drives a taxi.
Well, how does a walrus drive a taxi? That's the mystery part.
Opposable thumbs.
Thumbs. I like it.
What is original of that?
Looking for it now.
Oh,
Blue. But as far as that goes, what's it called? Any other that I can find? Oh, so Restaurant to Another World season 2 is revealed.
Oh, it's so delicious.
It is. That's it.
I don't know.
I suggest you watch the first season.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you know the name of the Japanese name for it, bro?
Isn't it Isekai Restaurant?
Is it
Oh,
Isekai?
Isekai restaurant. Okay.
I don't know. Let me see.
That'd be a yeah. You can find it. That would be awesome.
It's
Okay.
Restaurant to Another World, right?
I
Yeah.
don't know why I looked up for Odd Taxi and I got this.
That I
Mhm.
don't know.
Isekai Shokudo.
Isekai Shokoru.
No,
I don't know this neither. I was looking for Odd Taxi and this came up.
Marcos, stop reading your dojins, man.
Well, if I'm reading, I'm sharing to the class over here and they're not saying anything.
My eyes.
Yeah, Isekai Shokudo.
Oh, Isekai Shokudo. That makes sense. Maybe I know. I didn't watch any anime and
Oh.
any manga, but I heard
Yeah, like
Isekai Shokudo.
This was really good. It
Oh.
gave me.
Okay.
It made me hungry.
Okay.
Me too. Me
Oh,
too. Definitely. And it was very. I like the story.
They made it worse without the sound effects when they eat.
um,
Is that the one with the dragon?
Yes,
Okay.
there was 2 dragons actually.
Darkness and red dragon. I think.
Yes,
Hold
that
on.
one.
Yeah, that one's a good one. There were 2 versions of this isekai restaurant, wasn't there?
Restaurant to Another World.
Yeah, there was something two animes that involved restaurant, I think.
I
And
think there was another one similar to it, but this one did it better.
I think so.
yeah,
I mean, I only saw the one that we're talking about right now.
the one we're talking about is like there was like a little assistant.
Right. The girl kind of jumps through the door.
Yeah,
Yeah. That.
and turns out
Yeah,
that
that's this one. Isn't it?
spoilers just ahead.
Yeah.
Turns out that the master chef is almost from the same world, but the female hero, after beating the where the girl lives, Demon King, got isekai,
Oh.
right? And she, yeah,
She got run over by a truck.
no,
I don't
no,
know.
and she became, and she married. I
Chuck Kun.
think it's this one.
That's interesting.
My goodness.
Oh, this is
This is just probably promotional tag.
okay. Okay, I thought maybe this is Chinese movie, but no, this is
Chinese.
Japanese movie.
Hmm.
Oh yeah, what about this one? You guys should watch.
You should be watching.
Oh, rom-com where the childhood friend won't lose.
Oh yes.
Sorry?
Thank you.
Looking it up right now.
Can you find that the original?
Please
Or-
say it again.
That's gonna be very long because it's just another one of those.
Oh.
It's a light. I think
It's a light
novel
novel.
again.
Oh
Yeah.
boy. Boy.
Yeah, that's very long.
Can you sound it out, my guy? a little bit.
Osanana Jimi.
Okay. 幼馴染の doesn't make sense.
絶対に
絶対に
負けない。
負けない。幼馴染に絶
ラブコメ
okay, now I understand. 幼
He's just being polite. He doesn't understand.
That's wild grimy. Oh, did you understand?
No,
that?
Yes, I understand.
Oh, okay.
幼馴染に絶対負けないラブコメ。It means
I'm showing him the
Oh,
picture.
yes.
He's reading it out
yes, I
loud.
think yes, same. But how can I translate? Could you please say English title?
A romantic comedy where the childhood friend absolutely
Oh,
will
okay.
not lose.
Oh,
Oh, okay.
absolutely.
Oh,
Okay.
absolute.
Yeah, and Crunchyroll they had won't lose. It says
Oh.
absolutely will not lose.
That's that mistranslation
No,
right
or probably they're trying to, mislead you.
But yeah, this one was funny because it's a little bit different. The guy tries to goes after. So the 2 girls he tries to go after, they both like him, but he decided to choose one,
Oh.
and the one was like, no, never mind. But she really didn't want to either, and I'm like, up, here we go again.
That's crazy, bro.
Yeah. I'm
How
like,
could
okay.
How could they make the title so short? How?
I think with anime they make it shorter just to make it sound better.
So, I very difficult.
Oh, sorry.
Abbreviated as
Abbreviation.
Osamake.
No, I can't. I can't do that.
It's rated R. That's why he doesn't want to translate it.
Oh, what?
I feel like they'll get tired after writing this whole title. This is like a lot of.
Is it like a run-on word or a
Abbreviation.
double abbreviation?
Sorry.
Well, the abbreviation
Like,
I
is
think
this is Osamake.
Make it
Osamake.
Oh.
Oh, okay. That
Oh.
makes sense. Osamake.
Osamake.
Okay.
Okay. I don't know.
I don't know.
So this.
But yeah, this one's really good.
Oh, I didn't.
Animation is kind of meh though,
But the story.
but the story is nice.
No.
The story is really carrying its back on it.
Almost breaking in the back. No.
Uh,
As long as it's not no
Um,
Darling in the Franks type.
What?
no, they're not gonna die and then come back.
What's the name of the bench one? The one with the bench.
A band,
You gotta make me pull that up again.
bruh.
I forgot. It's another good one, but
Was the animation made?
I feel like the animation on that one was better. It's another one of the long ones though.
As far as
But Arifureta. That one.
Arifueta.
That one needs.
that one, why?
I think the manga they're still rewriting. They're still writing the manga
Oh,
because I know it's a light novel, but yeah, this is gonna take a while.
世界ありふれた職業で世界最強。
See, this
I-
one was easy to read.
that's.
I-
I'm waiting.
I can imagine.
I'm
A
waiting.
season 2. Oh, okay. I didn't watch this one.
Oh,
Mm.
please watch.
Okay, okay.
There's Mimi's.
there's babies. Yes, there
It
is.
sounds like you're saying there's different versions of a girl.
Basically. No.
Oh,
Oh, that's quintessential quintuplet.
love.
Wait, how do you say that in Japanese?
I love
With
Mimi. I
John?
don't know.
No, quintessential quintuplets.
Oh,
I'm looking it up right now.
oh,
So please say it again.
quintessential quintuplets.
Say it 5 more times, please.
Quintessential
Otobe
quintuplets.
no hana yome?
Please say it again.
The English one?
I'm looking.
Japanese one.
Wait, let me see if it is actually. I just read something. Go to one no hana yome.
Oh, that I think you mentioned about that
Yes.
last time.
Yes.
Oh, yeah. 五等分の花嫁。I didn't watch anything, but
It makes my heart go doki.
oh really?
Because you got 5 options.
Yes, they're all
Okay.
Oh,
they're all very pretty
Okay.
options.
Alan.
Yes. Come on, trade money fee.
Oh.
How dare you? How dare you? About waifu, please.
Treat her with respect.
Okay. I found all the other animes we mentioned, but that one,
The bench one.
the bench one. Yeah, I'm about to look up bench anime right now.
Please do. I don't know what it is, but it sounds.
It's a really good one. Actually, that bench is the greatest thing. It's what carried you through anime.
No way. Really?
It's exactly yeah. It carried the whole anime.
That's crazy. I don't know.
It never
what-
broke its back because it was a bench.
It was a bench. Oresuki.
The whole title. Oh, it is.
It's no. The whole thing is Ore wo
Ore
suki nano wa
お好きな
oma dake kayo.
俺を好きなのはお前だけか。
Oh,
He just showed you up. Also,
That's what I'm expecting.
the thing
It
is,
says,
he-
"Are you the only one who loves me?"
what's the English title?
Are you
Is
the
this
only
in-
one who loves me?
this is another
Like
show.
it-
This is
yes, I
Like I
tried.
said, the bench.
what's it called?
I love it when the bench shows up. That's
Yo,
the main
what-
character.
Josue, what's the title of the
Yeah.
what's the title of the,
Hashtag bench.
what's it called the Rascal does not dream of Bunny Girl
Bunny Girl
Senpai
Senpai. Yeah.
in Japanese.
Yeah, that. Oh,
Oh,
that's.
Oh no, it's here.
Yeah.
That's the name, right?
Yes, yes. Is that interesting?
I it's pretty good.
Yes, I heard this is very good. So,
yeah.
There's gonna be a movie for it? No, right?
I
There
think
was a
so.
movie.
Yeah.
what kind of story? Some kind of love comedy? Love comedy?
Yes.
Right.
With I think a little bit of psychological. A
Psychological.
little.
What's the one with Horomiya?
I forgot.
Horimiya? That's literally what it's called.
No, but there's a longer title.
The
no?
melancholy
The
of
longer?
Oh,
how
I don't know
Haruhi.
because that's what the
Haruhi,
anime is
yeah.
called.
Haruhi Suzumiya.
Yes, Haruhi.
The melancholy of Haruhi Suzumiya.
I like the music part. That's the best part. They play guitar.
Oh, that's the ending. That's like an episode, the ending of an episode,
I think so.
the concert. Yeah.
I like if you like concerts, you're gonna love K-On.
Oh no,
Oh no. Not that one.
not. Yeah.
You guys don't like K-On? Really?
I like more the concert of Haruhi.
He's like,
Haruhi.
I like more mature.
No, you don't like K-On?
He's like holding himself back.
Why? Why do you not like K-On? Or why don't you like my?
Oh yeah, they did like put 3 episodes in one for the bench one.
Yes.
Obviously.
Forgot.
Oh, is this also figure?
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
He's like, oh, there's a figure here. Where did this Benjamin box come from? Imagine that's gonna be a character in boxes. Bench.
Oh,
Bench. I'd buy that in a second.
no way. Would you?
Yes. I'll buy the full scale. If they give like a full scale bench,
You want the one of
buy
one
it.
scale?
I'll buy
A 1-to-1 scale.
I'll do like I said, the first scene with the girl with the glass with Pansy.
Oh, I
I
don't
think her
know.
name was. Do you remember how she literally ordered
you-
it from Amazon?
Wait, what?
A bench?
Yeah, she ordered the bench and put it in the library and reenacted the same situation that happened to him twice.
Once
That's
wasn't
crazy.
bad enough.
Because remember, like, as she was saying it, they pulled up the image of the box. And I was like, oh, not again.
That's crazy.
Can I open this? Oh, this is.
What? Kenichi wants to open the box.
Yeah.
But this is
Oh
sealed.
yeah,
so
did you
I
guys
should not open.
did you guys ever watch Welcome to the Demon School, Iruma-kun?
No.
I'm sorry, please say it again.
Welcome to Demon School. Iruma-kun.
Welcome to Demon School.
I think. Al, did you mention it?
I don't think I did.
Oh, you are. Oh.
With
With a very big knife.
Irma?
Please open.
Yeah, Iruma-kun. Mairi Mashita.
Oh, I know
Okay.
that title. I didn't watch, but I know the title. Yes, my Iruma.
Oh. What genre is this? Is this like a slice of life?
Comedy, I would like to say, because the first
Comedy.
episode is literally his parents selling him to demons.
Really?
Demons got him.
Yeah,
hilarious.
not demons, demon. It's one
Just one?
who turned out to be like the top 3 strongest or the strongest, something like that. I forgot which one.
If you guys know me, which one am I going to show Kenichi next?
What's that fake sport you be?
Block Horizon.
No, he's probably gonna show him that fake sport. What's it called?
Keijo.
Keijo. There you go.
Heijo?
That's his favorite.
Oh.
Oh no.
Oh.
Oh, Kenichi's like, oh. Alan,
This is so
Alan, I'm going slowly.
This is
Is that
why I
Pizza
don't-
Grid?
This is
グリ
where
ッド
you
賢者の
can't
時
say
間。
this like that, man.
My man just showed
You're
him
gonna give me
Peter
the wrong-
Grill, yo. Very
Oh.
etchy.
Okay. Okay,
Pizza.
please open.
He's like, please, oh, he got distracted. Back to the box.
But yeah, I would say so far the season's kind of meh.
Until 86 comes around.
What? What's 86?
The 86ers, the anime 86. That's how it's called. 86. That's all.
Is that the score I'm giving out of 100?
No, look it up. That's how it's called. 86. It's a light novel or an anime? A manga? I think it's a light novel, right?
I have no idea.
For the listeners,
Oh
Alan,
yeah, My Hero came out. It's coming out this season too.
it's been out.
Yeah, it's been out. It's already 3 episodes deep.
I've only seen 2.
Oh, you did open?
Oh no,
Yeah.
no. You want to open?
Just
Kenichi's
I'm
like-
waiting.
Kenichi's
Oh,
like,
I'm sorry.
Kenichi's like, just a tip, just a tip.
No, just
My fault, bro.
Just let him break the seal.
Wait, what figure is it?
but maybe you don't want to open.
Wait, Marcos, what figure is it?
Is it the one from One Piece, right, Alan?
Which
No,
one?
this is from Bunny Girl Senpai.
Ah,
It's mine.
is it my? Oh,
Is my
It's mine, all right.
it's my senpai.
Sorry, Hosa, you should have been here.
I should have. Don't worry, I have Nagatoro. She will not toy with me.
You'll put your foot.
Oh, very nice.
I like how in the 3rd episode she you finally see him with other people.
Wait.
The senpai with other guys.
What happens
Or
in the
with
first and
girls.
second episode?
Well, the second one, they just kind of like mess around and just have fun. It's literally her.
I think
just
Marco's
teasing
likes to
him
mess
as
around and have fun too.
Oh, Alan's licky.
Yeah,
Alan.
Marco, she's basically you as a girl. Cause literally she was like,
What?
"Oh, can I model you?"
What?
She literally goes up to the senpai and was like, "Oh, can I be your model?" She's like, "Eh?" you
Who
want me
do
to
I
put
go
on
up
a
for and say, "Can I
swimsuit?"
be your model"?
I don't know.
When have I done this?
I don't know.
Would you like to see my dojins, Marcos?
But that's not the same.
Basically the same thing.
Wait,
Because
so
she literally said you want to be a nude model.
wait, whoa.
And that compares to me and the cat girls. I don't know how.
Yes,
Wait,
But
what?
no, yeah.
Is that a manga or a show?
it's a show.
Don't mess with me, Miss.
Don't toy with me.
Oh,
Miss
really?
Totoro.
Interesting, very precise.
Oh yeah.
Yes, not
I
like
didn't
her
know
hair.
video is
the
yeah.
third one,
And this part is very
Detail.
detailed. Yeah, I didn't.
they meet with two of her friends, and literally one of them tries to like touch the senpai, and she goes, "No,
Oh, the
don't
little
touch my
slap.
senpai." Yeah, literally.
That's funny.
Like she's like, "Oh look, fluffy hair."
Fluffy
No,
hair.
don't touch it. It's greasy. Oh, you're a slave. Go do work. No. And it's funny
That sounds funny.
because you see her the past episode was literally just her like making fun of him, and then now she's like, but you can't make fun of him. Only I can.
That's crazy, bro.
What I don't understand in anime, the hair physics has to be very complicated to draw the hair.
Hair physics. So yeah,
That's what matters.
that's definitely what my man's looking for. Hair physics.
Or what about just physics in general in anime, Marcos?
Like what? Give me an example.
He wants to know
I don't know.
why the testicles bounce so much.
Like the amount of hair product.
But a gel
I mean,
spray.
they care about their looks, you know.
This pose has to be painful for you.
I don't know, bro.
Look at this. Right here. And then right here.
Oh,
She's breaking her ankle right.
it's quite all right.
And then she's bending to the left.
To the whim of his master.
Oh, she's getting held probably.
Yeah,
that- like,
there's
it
a
was right
peg
here.
on her foot. That's why.
Yeah, no, but yeah. Like this. So like she's being held. But
I-
then the hair doesn't
I think she stands on one leg. So,
Oh yeah, that's the original.
so
As a
I like
martial
that idea.
as a martial artiste, I find that very unsafe. No, architecturally, yes.
Do you want to call it a?
I want to call this a night. Alan, thank you.
yes, sir. Thank you, gentlemen.
Kenichi, thank you. Thank you,
Thank you
Kenichi.
very much.
Thank
It
you,
was fun.
everybody.
And Mr. J, thank you for coming in clutch with from the internet and as the DJ.
Yes.
I can't believe that you have all these instruments over there in your dorm.
I know, right? It's crazy. I have 16 arms at this point.
What are you, an octopus? Two octopus? Two octopi?
No, I don't. I said 16 arms.
Oh, yeah, an octopus is 8. You have double.
Exactly.
You're a tentacled being. But yeah, and this is Marcos signing out. Thank you. And remember, listeners, like, comment,
Stay
and
Frosty.
subscribe. And like Mr. J said, subscribe. Bye-bye
I
now.
said stay frosty, but okay.
What did I say?
Subscribe.
Subscribe.
You can't Wait, but you can't subscribe in Spotify or in Apple Podcasts.
Just follow us and comment. You know,
Yes.
links will be down below in the notes or on the link with the notes. Okay.
Okay, have
Enjoy.
a beautiful time.
Stay frosty. Bye-bye. Kenichi, you want to say bye?
Milkshake now.
Oh yes. Thank you. I'm sorry, my poor English, but I
It's
enjoyed.
okay. No,
No
you
problem.
were so quiet. I was like, come on. Okay.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye. Hi there. Thank you for tuning into the LTS Podcast. All the notes and more can be found in the description. By the way, we have a social media page where content is posted regularly. Feel free to reach out at us through there or via email. Both are found in the description. When you support the show, we have a merch store where you can buy an item that you like. If buying merch is not your thing and you just want to support the show directly, we also have links to those too, if you'd like. Thank you. Also, every comment is really appreciated. Credits in the description as well. Peace.